Welcome to News9 Live, and today we are going to talk about another case of Hinduphobia in the West. Yes, an Indian student in London School of Economics has claimed that he was discriminated against for being a Hindu nationalist. Karan Kataria claims that he was discriminated against when he tried to run for the post of General Secretary in the London School of Economics Student Union. He also claimed that he is a victim of targeted, vicious and anti-India rhetoric. Kataria said that his rivals have been targeting with false accusations and that Hinduphobia was the primary driving force behind it. Welcome, Karan, on my show. And point blank, may I ask you, do you feel that you are a victim of Hinduphobia in the West?
I think circumstances have forced me to believe that yes, I am a victim, and only my victimhood, that no other Karan Kataria repeats. No, that injustice that is done to me is not done to someone else, is what make me, after exhausting all the appeals within the student union and no justice given, no principles of natural justice, rule of law followed. So if this, not a Hinduphobia, not a racism, then what? So I need an answer to that. This, what my limited knowledge made me put it in this way.
Karan, what were they exactly accusing you of? Were they making your Hindu identity a burden in the West? Can you just take us through what happened?
Yeah. So before coming to that exact event of smear campaign that was launched against me, I was elected as an academic representative for the most diverse cohort at LSE for the School of Law, Masters of Law. Then I was elected for the NUS delegate. When I aspired and all my friends supported me, wanted me to go for the topmost position at SU, and I can bring about the required changes, my vision can feed into the policy making, and we can make a better LSC, is what I aspired to do. Everything was going really well. I was receiving immense support across the nationalities, especially from all Asian and African students, because I was the only brown and international student contesting for this position. On the third day, a smear campaign against me to character assassinate, to defame, to bully and harass me on the basis of my nationality, faith was launched. All the WhatsApp groups of various societies were flooded with the messages, forwarded with the messages, with sources unknown, terming me as fascist, homophobic, transphobic, terms like curophobic. It becomes more humiliating and hilarious when a man of color is termed as racist. So whatever suited their narrative, and they went on to term me as a Hindu nationalist because I'm active and engaged Indian Hindu at campus. So all these terminologies against the student, because this was an SU election. If you want to debate on my manifesto, debate on the policies that I want to change, debate upon the principles of inclusivity and pluralism that I advocate for, debate on social justice work I've done in the past and I intend to do in future. But this went on to character assassinating, humiliation and whatnot. And it didn't stop here. I want to bring on record as one of the other victims have come up. My fellow Indians, few of them were targeted in front of the polling booth and the library. Excuse my language, I can't speak all the terminologies and the names that were used against them, but they were called out scumbags, cronies, Hindu fascist. They were not contesting elections. Just their problem was just they supported me. They supported a cause. They supported a student activism and student welfare. So, and still till date, no answer to that.
Karan, do you think that there is a rise of Hinduphobia in the West? Now you are studying in London School of Economics. London is a pretty cosmopolitan place. Do you feel that the Hinduphobia has risen? And if so, why?
Yes, every these institutions tend to paint a picture that India, Indic values, Indian culture, Indian civilization was nothing. So if we try to put forward the richness, the heritage, I'm not saying this, I'm not denying the fact that we do not have problems. Every society has a problem, but it is not the duty of an individual or someone to wash their dirty clothes outside on a foreign soil. So I did practice to propagate my rich history culture that I relate to. And for that purpose, I founded India Policy Forum. We did lot many activities on which we were earlier questioned. Even that those activities were given names. Yes, if this is not Hinduphobia, this is not anti-India rhetoric, then please, I would request you to give me a term. If this is not a racism, then please give me a term. What should I call it?
How come your Hindu identity was turned into a burden against you? Can you just take us through that? A lot of people would like to know if you're active as a Hindu in some religious or cultural activity or with religious or cultural organization, it doesn't turn you into a bigot.
That's not the question. I actually, after my lectures, there is one cart that distributes food of ISKCON free to students. If you've seen the rising inflation in UK, for me as a student, one meal cost almost on an average 5 to 7 pounds. That is 700 rupees. So for me as a student coming from a middle class, it's impossible to spend 2,000 a day for my meals. So when I volunteer with that religious organization that serves food, now people go on to tell them that do not permit Karan, otherwise we will take a legal action. People telling that why is he doing this? And this is not just I'm doing at the time of election. Even when I came from the very moment I volunteered, I helped them. And I think it's my duty, it's my karma to do. But still I was questioned that why I'm volunteering for that very purpose.
When you are saying that you wanted to be taken for who you are, and there was a concerted campaign, did you write to the authorities? Did you bring it to their notice? Did you tell them that you are being portrayed very, very unfairly?
Yes, on the very moment I stopped my entire campaign, you can realize a student on a foreign soil who have been a victim of such bully and harassment, a hate crime. The moment I saw that message, I wrote to, on 12/38 when election is ongoing, I wrote to student union. I stopped my campaign. I went to the SU office, requesting them, pleading them to please come out with a statement that whatever is done is wrong. After a week or so of even formally filing complaints, following up with them several times, they said, yes, we understand that wrong has been done. We will keep this in mind in future for future candidates. If you still have some certain problems, approach to this authority. So it's a passing of a parcel that has been done. So me as a student have to do focus on my studies, or to go into that tapeism and keep on emailing this authority. They say that we are not responsible for this. So student union, it happened due course of election. Why didn't student union did this? It's not just me. It's been other Indian students who have been also victim to this. Tejaswini spoke about it yesterday. She just tweeted. There are several other individuals who are scared to come up because of their safety, because we are on the foreign soil. We are here for studies. If I would have known that such smear campaign will run in the student union elections, I would never give it a thought.
Karan, may I ask you, who is running this campaign? Who do you suspect? Are they vested interests?
There is a vast channel involved. This cannot be an individual. So it was, I won't name one of my friend who's studying communication at LSC. She's from a foreign country. She said the way it was planned, such a systematic forwarding that you can't even relate to a source, and terming you with so systematically as per, like going on to the certain nationality group, there they say me anti-Semitic. Going to other group, they say me Islamophobic. Going to other group, so whatever suits the agenda. And so they use it to. That's what I'm demanding. That please make a fact-finding commission into this. That what has happened, how it has happened, who has done this.
But Karan, isn't it strange? isn't it strange that your association with ISKCON, it's a global organization, it teaches peace, it helps out people, it provides food, it has got farms in America, it's a different organization. It has got temples in places like Vladivostok. How can your association with ISKCON food stall create an image like this?
That's not just one single thing that I've told you. There are a lot many other. First time ever at LSC, we did a Nukkad Natak. I said there might be problems, but on a foreign soil, I'm here to celebrate my culture, my country, my institutions.
What did you do? What was the Nukkad Natak all about?
Natak was on Dr. Ambedkar in India journey as a republic on 26th January. Never West has seen that Nukkad Natak, but we as a group of students came up, taking out time from our studies, from our assignments, prepared that Nukkad Natak, prepared the script, and first time ever in the history we did that and celebrated Ambedkar's thought, India's journey as a republic. Again, people had problem for that. So it is not my duty. I should not be a victim of politics. I'm doing a bit for my country, my culture, my society, my faith. I think everyone has, this is democracy, that your ideology, your faith might be different. I might be different, but you cannot demean mine. We must celebrate this together.
Are you saying that public display of Hindu symbols are being treated very differently as opposed to Islam? You can have those Islamic symbols and nothing will happen to you. But if you display Hindu symbols, you wear a tika or you wear a traditional dress, then you will be seen very differently. Is it correct?
I think I'm a proud Hindu, and if there is one discourse and narrative. If you say praise your culture, your identity, then you are not termed as intellect. You will be put into this is cancel culture mode altogether. That if you are associated with the richness, the heritage, and yet I strive to for the improvement. It does not mean that we are perfect. We are open to improvement with time, with situation. We must change, but cancelling and not fighting an individual based on his personal caliber and going on to a smear campaign.
Karan, can I ask you a question in Hindi? Can I ask you a question in Hindi?
Yes.
आपको हिंदू होने का नुकसान भुगतना पड़ा लंदन स्कूल ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स में?
जो परिस्थितियां दिखाती हैं उसमें अवश्य ये कुछ ना कुछ, मैं एक गर्व से मैं कह सकता हूं कि मैं हिंदू हूं और मैं अपने सभी जो प्रैक्टिसेस, जो सारी चीजें हम फॉलो करते हैं, उसको गर्व से यदि हम प्रोपोगेट करें, उनका प्रचार प्रसार करें और अपने उन मूल्यों से हम जुड़े रह करके कार्य करें, तो शायद किसी और को इससे परेशानी नहीं होनी चाहिए। तो यदि किसी अन्य व्यक्ति को मेरे एक्टिव होने से, सक्रिय होने से कोई दिक्कत होती है, तो शायद हिंदू फोबिया और हिंदू हेट एकम सत विपरा भवदन्ति, you might term it as a Hindu hate or Hindu phobia, racism, but yes, we need to name it, we need to call it, because this is not the first case. Rashmi Samant had to resign from Oxford Union president. How many Karan, Kataria this time will see? There might be someone else tomorrow. Again, if you want to question my disqualification, please give me proof. This is the rule of law and principles of natural justice, that you need to tell me on what grounds, what evidences, who is the complainant, who has done that. Just saying that we received this, we are disqualifying you, without giving an opportunity of being heard, fair, no transparency. This is not democratic values. This is not the liberal or the present society that we want to build.
Are you saying that the Western press, Western media, Western society has built an image, negative image of India, its duly elected government, and it is transposing that on people who are outside? ये तो ऐसा ही है. सही बोल रहा हूँ मैं?
Again, I won't name that anything about government or something, because what I, as a student in my personal capacity, I come from a state like Haryana, which has lot much richness. Students, like I'll celebrate my state values, my identity, my country, my ethos, my own Indicness. So why should someone else have problem with this? I fail to understand. And
Thank you
if you
so
say
much.
it's a freedom of speech and expression, I do have certain freedom of speech and expression. It cannot be selective that I have to speak what someone wants to listen.
No,
But I
think you made a
should be
good point.
careful that I should not speak that hurt or bully or harass someone. If I would have appreciated if I would have been positively criticized on my manifesto, on the work that I've done in past, on the work, anything related to LSC, because this is election concerning LSC. Anything about my past, my faith, my identity, my nationality, why is it put in question? I pose a question to all the individuals, like even to the union. I asked it, what is it? No answer. So this is anti-India rhetoric. This is racism to its highest level. And we all need to come in solidarity to fight this racism.
Well, I think you have made a relevant point. It's racism, it's anti-India campaign, it's Hinduphobia. No person of any creed or color from India should pay a price of his religious identity, even if you are a practicing Hindu, and even if you are associated with cultural religious organization. It should not be a burden, it's a matter of pride. And as Karan Kataria spoke out with News 9 Live, it's not the first case of Hinduphobia in the West, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last case of Hinduphobia in the West, but it certainly casts a light in which narratives are being built and sustained against India globally, against its duly elected government, and people abroad who have certain ideas and way of living their life, projecting their values, and they become scapegoats. And Karan Kataria is one of them who had to pay a price of just being a more publicly visible Hindu, because he did not invisibilize himself of his religious identity, and he's a classic example of that. And we protest the sort of rejection which has taken place in London School of Economics and the politics which played out against Karan Kataria. Karan, thank you so much for joining us from London, and thank you all of you for watching News 9 Live.